she's getting her own way. And second, you most certainly let her have it. Whenever you're wrong, you admit it. And whenever you're right, you keep your mouth shut. And then you quietly jot it down on the calendar because you're gonna need to use it time and again in defense against the crazy lopsidedness your wife will keep in her head at all times. Kelly, in the event that Gary allows you to ever give him directions, don't ever say, over there. It's not a point of direction. And this is really simple. Just keep your shoe game tight and you guys will be good for a very long time.
And speaking about that goal of longevity, try your best to be humble all the time.
It's true. You can't forget that your most brilliant achievement was being able to persuade each other to marry you. You earned that and you can't ever take it for granted.
Okay, enough with the TED Talk, Ryan. Let's get back to Beauty and the Beast. Gary already lost the lopsided. Let's try to get his attention back. I think I can share another accolade or two.
Gary, that means something nice. It's kind of like a newspaper headline, but I'm sorry to burst your bubble, you're not going to make the cover of the sports page tomorrow.
But I wonder what that headline would look like.
That's good, Jonathan. How about local sports star marries sister of Elks hoop shoe champion?
But how do you come up with nice things to say about someone when they repeatedly tell you what those things should be? Still, though, I can admit it, Gary is oddly great at a few things. If I had to list some of the things he does really well, it would have to be driving, baseball, and looking in mirrors. In reverse order.
That's right. Gary has never met a mirror he didn't like. Or shoes he wouldn't clean with a Q-tip. I wish, though, he was as conscious about money as what he's wearing on his feet. You know, Gary, the safest way to double your money is to fold it over and put it back in your pocket.
But if you want to triple it, just keep buying those scratch-offs, you lucky bastard.
I see a boat in your future. It's true, he's lucky, but it's about more than that. Just like he is more than a brother, in fact, a true friend. He never ceases to amaze me with his accountability on both of those fronts. He's a giver by nature, but he does so with every thought of a reward. And he'll usually let you know exactly what he's worth. Gary is a reward-based creature. I learned this when we were very young. And to prove it, you can try this at home. You can get Gary to do pretty much anything if you tell him you're timing him while he's doing it.
It's true.
Gary, go get me a bowl of Spider-Man cereal. You have 25 seconds.
Gary, go make 50 Totino's pizza rolls. You have 30 seconds.
And he would try. He would always try. He's confident. He is a confident creature as well. If you believe confidence begets success, then Gary will see success come in bounds. I think, though, more than anything, he's such a staunch individual who's determined to succeed and lead by example. I remember back when Gary started with Target. I said, Gary, what exactly do you do? So he tells me, Ryan, I lead a team, and all they have to do is listen to me. And I think that's a very good sum up of Gary, the leader, almost to a T, and that is awesome. So, bottom line, franchise player, a role model for all of us.
You know, that reminds me, I can't help but to think of a time growing up that Gary took my lead.
Oh. I love this story. Go on.
All right, well, we got a flashback to the Morgan basement.
Whoa. Imagine some of the flashbacks in this room right now with that statement. That's a bold statement.
There we were, playing spin the bottle in Kelly's basement. And as fate would have it, I spin the bottle, and of course it lands on Kelly. Kelly's first kiss is me. And I deliver an epic kiss.
It may have been the braces that made it so epic, John.
So Gary hears through the grapevine, and he gets wind that the first kiss of the prettiest, coolest girl in middle school is me. Or was it through the loudspeaker? Because you know remarkable news like that is sure going to make the morning announcements. Well, anyways, competitive older brother isn't having it. Since he wasn't the first, he instantly devises a plan to become her last. Flash forward 12 years later, and here we are today.
Yeah!
Okay. I get it, Gary. Point Gary. Give it to him.
Well, I get it too, Jonathan, and thanks for reminding us again of your crowning achievement. I bet you had a tough time holding it in there. Okay?
All right, Ryan, wrap it up.
Okay. So in closing, I'll share a quote I saw on Snoop Dogg's Instagram. Marriage is not about finding a person you can live with. It's about finding the person you can't live without. Hashtag for shizzle. It's true. Gary and Kelly have found that in each other. And that's a very good thing because you'll hardly ever be able to leave again.
Both of you are starting out on a wonderful adventure today. Your marriage ahead of you will be filled with amazing possibilities.
What about enchanted mornings?
Sure.
Exciting afternoons?
Sure, why not?
Because it's post time and party time.
And it's with great pleasure that we can say congratulations.
Yeah!
And may you have many years of happiness.
Everyone join us now in support.
Let's raise a glass to Kelly and Gary.
Yeah!
Let's toast to their bright future.
Ladies and gentlemen, to the bride and groom, salute.